Hi and welcome to a new vlog. This week I'm making a fermented strawberry jam with mint and chia seeds, and it tastes like it's cooked but it's totally raw, so all the vitamin C is totally intact and it tastes really nice. I'm also visiting my friend and colleague Elisabeth Valentine, who has a coaching business, and that was really interesting. She does voice coaching, but it goes much deeper than that, and it was really interesting to hear how she works with her clients. So it's quite a short video this week, but I hope you like it, and please like and subscribe if you do. It's been raining the whole day. I'm not giving up on summer. I mean, the sun just peeked through the clouds just now, and I might be wearing a woolly cardigan, but I'm not giving up. So I'm making a strawberry jam, a fermented strawberry jam. This is maybe not necessarily just for healthy bacteria, because we're only doing it for about 24 hours. But, from fermented foods, you also get really interesting flavors, totally different from if you just did an ordinary jam. So yeah, it's super easy, as everything I do. I don't do anything complicated. So yeah, come along. First of all, boil the strawberries. And then remove the stalks and the green bits. This is all we need. 500 grams of strawberries in a mixing bowl, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 capsule of probiotics, and you need a kilner jar. I forgot one thing: mint, fresh mint. It's so nice to have a bit of mint in this jam. Thankfully, I got some mint in the garden here. And take this. That's enough. I use a potato masher to smash all the strawberries up. A probiotic capsule, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and 2 tablespoons of lovely chia seeds. So good for you, and also gives the whole jam a little bit more of structure. And then 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, and then mix it up. And then take your kilner jar and start filling up. And then on top I put the mint in. So I can remove that before I eat. So everything goes in there. Put the lid on. So now I put this aside for about 24 to 48 hours. Now in the summer, maybe just 24 actually. And so this is for taste we're doing this. It's not necessarily to grow loads of healthy bacteria because it's so quick. But we have our little probiotic capsule in there, so it will be healthy and good for you, but the taste is a little bit different and it's quite nice. It's been over 24 hours, so I'm going to try the jam now. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Remove the mint. Let's try. So nice. The taste of strawberries are so full and lovely and fresh, and then on top of it you got the mint. It's also coming through, and then the chia seeds, all of it together. It's so lovely. And what we're gaining here from not cooking it is that all the vitamin C is still intact. As soon as you cook something or heat it up, vitamin C is lost, especially in the microwave. It's all intact here, but you still have that texture and taste like the jam is cooked. So yeah, total win-win. there is nothing better than coffee with whipped cream. I mean, it's one of my absolute favorite combinations. This is just the life. I'm in North London in the fabulous home of Elisabeth Valentine. She is my voiceover colleague, but she's also a singer, a motivational speaker, and a coach. And it's her coaching business that I'm really interested in knowing more about. What are your type of clients?
Well, actually, I have many types of clients because let's be real, everybody needs to be able to communicate really well, whether you are selling, whether you are going to job interviews, whether you're communicating with your boss or your staff or your family. We all need to be able to communicate. So I have had such a wide array of customers because we all need to be able to communicate.
So are there common challenges that your clients face that you can help them with, and how do you help them?
So yeah, there are common things. So I have coached artists to hedge fund directors to pretty much everyone in between. And what I found was that we all have the same issues. We all have issues with not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy. Are they going to judge me? And it's funny because people come for speaker coaching wanting to know, how can I use my voice or how can I stand on stage? But actually it firstly comes back to you. So over the years I've developed a methodology. So first we work on you, then we work on your message, and then we work on your delivery. But it all starts with firstly working on ourselves. So a lot of people come to me with fear of public speaking. I had one client, he's like, I haven't slept for 3 weeks because I know I have to give this presentation. What can we do? And the first thing I do is actually assure people that it's totally normal and it's actually really all part of your brain trying to keep you alive. Because way back when, hunter-gatherer days, we would, if you stood out from the crowd, which doing a presentation is, then you made yourself vulnerable to rejection. So if there's no one to stand guard over you while you're sleeping, no one to look after you when you're sick, no one to hunt with you, that's pretty much certain death. And that all part of our brain gets really activated when we have to step up to the plate, whether it's on stage or whether it's in a boardroom meeting giving a presentation. So that's the first thing, to just know that, hey, your brain is trying to keep you alive, but you're actually safe. The second thing to know is that the physical response to being afraid is pretty much the same physical response to being excited. So that heart palpitation, maybe you have to go to the toilet, you've got sweaty palms, you're like, so it's pretty much the same, fear and excitement. So start reframing it in your head instead of thinking, oh my God, I'm so afraid, I'm so afraid, I'm so afraid, and whip yourself into that frenzy. Change the words to, I'm so excited. Gosh, I can feel how excited I am because I can feel all this energy building in my body. So then we start teaching the brain that, hey, it's okay, I'm just excited. Try those couple of things, it really works. A success story. I luckily have many, and some of them are more subtle, but I'll tell you the story about one client who found it really hard going to job interviews because he just was like, oh, what are they wanting? I'm trying to be something that I think they want, and he wasn't getting the jobs. So we worked together on reframing some of those limiting beliefs, reframing some of the things that, a bit like the fear to excitement, thinking, oh, people are gonna reject me because of these things. And I said, okay, these things that you have, how can we make them into a strength that would be a positive for an employer? So again, we reframe something that looks negative. How can it be positive? Then we got really clear on the message. What do you want? What do you bring to the table? What can you say when the recruiter says this amount of money, but you want something else? So we role played a lot, but really we got really clear on his value, what he brings to the party, and what his non-negotiables are. Because in a job situation or a job interview situation, we often feel like, oh, are they gonna want me? Please take me, love me. And instead of going, hey, this is what I bring to the table, this is what I require, are we a good match? And that's the beauty of it. And he's gotten every single job since. that he's gone for. And here are sort of my 5 best tips for if you're recording a video, even if it's a Zoom call or a presentation. This isn't so much for when you're on stage. So first things first is clean the lens of your camera or your phone or your laptop. There's nothing worse than seeing that fingerprint, hazy. It doesn't look great. So first step, clean your lens. Second step is to look into the camera lens so that people can actually connect with you properly. There's nothing worse than seeing those videos and you can see people looking at themselves instead of looking into the lens. So that's number 2. Of course, you don't have to look the whole time into the lens, but make it a habit. And if you can't remember where the lens is, just put like a little sticky note on there going, look here. And train yourself to look at the camera instead of looking, at yourself on the screen. The third thing is lighting. Make sure your lighting is good because you want to make sure that, hey, you can see my face. I'm not so murky. It's not dark and hard to see and people are can't see your facial expressions. So have great lighting. Another thing is to work with your angles. No one wants to look up the nose of someone and you get extra double chins. And so try and have the camera angle around eye level, maybe a little higher, but play around with what looks good to you. And then you want energy, especially when we've all been to those presentations. We just want to shoot yourself after 5 minutes because they're so boring and they're so low energy and you're going to go, I'm going to go to sleep now. When it's on a video where you can't feel the energy of everyone around you, it's much more important that you keep a good pace, you keep energy, you have energy in your body. So make sure that you are sitting erect. I like to, do some jumping jacks, do a bit of shadow boxing beforehand.
Really good tips. I am going to take a few of them to heart. And number 1 is cleaning the lens, because I'm not sure I did that actually.
I do indeed. Yeah, I've got a free ebook called How to Find Your Voice and Become a Confident Speaker. So go ahead, download that. And if you do have any questions, if you are thinking, oh my God, I've got this presentation coming up and I'm freaking out and you need a few little pointers, just go ahead and drop me an email and I'll help you as best as I can.
So down below, I will put the link to Elisabeth's website and to her free ebook. I'm on my way to go to bed, but I wanted to show you something that I really like. So the beauty box we took part in, Latest in Beauty, the CEW award box, and in that box we got sent a box, and in the box there was something called Brushworks microfiber wristband, and I thought, what is this then? Is this another gadget that we don't need? I find that there's so many gadgets and stuff that we don't really need. So I didn't really look at it. But then one day I thought, okay, let's see what this is. And I took them out and they look like this. And I felt, oh my God, is this something from Ann Summers? But I was willing to give it a go and I didn't understand. First I thought it had something to do with washing your brushes. But it's the most genius thing. It's unbelievable. Anyway, when you wash your face, you put your oil on, you massage it, and then you go down to rinse it all off and you get water running down your arms and you get totally wet, your pajamas get wet or your bathrobe gets wet. This comes in, you just put it here, you wash your face and the water just comes into these wristbands and then you take them off and you are totally dry on your arms and everything is good. So I have to say, I think it's genius, and for everyone, all my family and friends, this is what you're getting for Christmas. It's the most genius things. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and come back next Friday for another video. Until then, have a fabulous week and take care.